Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today my name is Kosi. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. So I'm sharing with you guys on how to make this wrap skirt. So you can decide to tie this at the back, you can also decide to tie at the side, you get. So even the wrap skirt, you can also tie it to be at the center side, just like this. If you don't want it to be at the center side like I just did, you can tie it to be at the side, just like this. You can see how it's looking. So guys, I'm going to be sharing with you guys on how to make this. So if you're interested, let's get started. So guys, to start off with this tutorial, we are going to firstly spread your fabric like this. You get. So when you fold your fabric, I'm working with an old fabric. This is an old fabric, so I have this for like 3 years now. So let's get into what I was saying. To determine how wide you want the wrap to be, your wrap skirt, place your tape, then get your hip circumference. My hip circumference is 36 and I got 36, then placed my tape and I added extra 8 inches. You get, since it's a wrap skirt, it really needs to cover the hips and the waist since you don't want it to expose your thigh. So go ahead and add extra 8 inches or 7 inches. You get. So when I was done with that, I'll place my tape, then I'll get the skirt length. So my skirt length is 20 inches excluding the waistband. You get. So excluding the waistband is 20 inches. So what I did next was to fold my fabric into two, just like this. You can see. So after I'm folding it by two, I'm going to use this opening side as the center side for the center front for the skirt. So I'll just come down by 10 inches from the waistline. I came down by 10 inches. You get. So it's going to cover the thigh when you came down with this your 10 inches here. So I'll just place my tape horizontally, then I'll mark 8 inches just like this. After I was done with that, from there, from where I marked my 8 inches, you can see this one here is 10 inches. So from there, I'll just connect it to meet this other point here, just like this. Then after I was done, I'll just go ahead and trim it off, just like this. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand. After trimming, next thing to do now is to get my dart. So for the dart, mine is always 7 inches, so I'll just divide it by 2. It's supposed to be 3.5. So I added extra half inch to make it 4 inches for the stitching allowance. After doing that, I came down by 5 inches, so I went ahead to subtract half an inch at both sides, then use my scissors to make my notch just like this. So I'm going to be doing the dart. This is the back side. I'll do the dart on the back. You get. So after I was done, you can see where I have here. So I've gone ahead to open it. So I'll just go ahead and do the dart. So how I'll do the dart now is to turn my fabric the wrong side. So from the center side, the middle line. So I'll just go ahead and do the dart like that. Can you see? Then I'll stop at 5 inches. So after I was done doing my dart, you can see what I have here. Can you see? So I'll just turn it over to the right side. Now the next thing to do now is to place my tape from this edge. You can see where I placed it. So I'll just go ahead and measure it all around till I get to the other end, just like you see me doing. So I got 60 inches here. So after getting this 60 inches, I'll replace my tape like this. I'll just replace my tape to measure where I have at the other end. So what I have there was 13 inches. So 60 plus 13 will give me 73 inches. So I will times the 73 inches by 2. So when I times it by 2, it will give me 146. So I'll use the 146 inches to cut out a long straight piece, just like this. So now I joined some fabrics together to get this 146 inches long. You get. So the wideness is 5 inches. You get. So what I did next was to fold. You can see that I folded this edge and I went ahead to fold it the downside. You can see how I folded it. Can you see? So I folded this to the other end. Can you see? And I also folded the two edge. You get. So the only place I didn't fold is the upper part where I'm going to be fixing or be making my pleat. You get. So you can see that it's very long. Now what I'll do now is to place my tape. You can see I have 5 inches. All right, now I will just bring the skirt part. So this is how I will just go ahead and fix it. You are going to fix it like this, then make your pleat just like you see me doing. So I'll just continue making this pleat until I get to the other end.
Two souls colliding. We shared the pieces of ourselves. It's perfect timing now. We fueled the flames, but we're still learning to trust, learning to trust. It's never enough, never enough. Burning me up, burning.
So guys, after making my pleat, I also went ahead to sew it. You can see how beautiful it's looking. Now after I was done sewing the pleat, what I'll do is to place my tape from this side. I'll measure the waist. So I want to make my band. So the waist I have there is 45. Now I'll add extra like 15 or 14 inches to get my extra piece for the band. You get, so I'll be able to tie around my waist. I'll just add extra 15 inches. You can see that I'm measuring it out. I'll just add extra 15 inches to the 45 inches I already got at the waist. So I'll just go ahead and cut out. I already cut out this long piece here. So I have it like 4.5 inches wideness. Do you get? So I went ahead to make my notch for the mid side of the band. So I just got the mid point of the band, anyhow I choose to call it. Now I'll just go ahead and place it. You can see how I'm placing it. Get the midpoint of your band and also get the midpoint of the skirt. Place it, then you can see the extra inches I had. So I'll just go ahead and sew it 1/2 inch. I will sew it till I get to the other end. After sewing, I will be right back. So when I'm through with that, you can see what I have here. So I've gone ahead to sew it. You can see using my 1/2 inch. Can you see? Now the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to go ahead and top stitch it. Now to top stitch, you're going to fold it into two. Remember to also fold the edge just like this. Just fold the edge like this, then go ahead and fold it into two. Then refold again at the tip. Sorry, at the tip. Refold the tip, the both tip, go ahead and fold it again. Then you're going to now head over to your sewing machine and make a straight sewing, a straight stitch. So you're going to continue sewing until you get to the other end of the band. That is where the band ends. So I'll just go ahead and do that. So guys, after I was done sewing, you can see where I have here. So this is what I'm talking about. This is how yours should look like when you are done making your top stitch. Can you see? So right now I'm going to go ahead and serge this side later. I will go ahead and serge it. So what I mean by serging is to go ahead and weave it. So you can weave it when you are done. You get? So after I was done, you can see where I have here. Can you see? The next thing to do is to go ahead and iron it out. Then after ironing, I will be right back. So guys, this was what I had after I was done ironing. You can see how it's looking. You can try yours with your own beautiful fabric. This is an old fabric like I said earlier, and I just made use of this fabric for the sake of this tutorial. You get? So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.